Hi, I'm Chef Lou, and I'm going to show you how to make a lemon butter emulsion sauce. An emulsion is a mixture of two normally unmixable ingredients. For example, oil and water, as you would see on a rainy day with a puddle where a car has dropped some oil into it. The oil films on the top and doesn't mix in with the water in the puddle. Another example would be a vinaigrette dressing, where the vinegar, which is basically sour water, does not automatically mix with the oil to make the salad dressing. Both of these things can be accomplished by using the correct proportion of fat, in our case butter, and liquid or water, in this case lemon juice and lemon zest. So your ingredients that you need are butter, and I recommend that you use a high quality Irish or European butter. It can be salted or unsalted as long as you modulate the salt that you're going to add. Here I have kosher salt, and here I have lemon juice and minced lemon zest. So to start making our lemon butter sauce, we're going to place the lemon juice and lemon zest, a little piece of seed in there, which I have to get out, over a burner. And all we need to do is warm it up. Now I'm using unsalted butter, so I'm going to add some salt. And I'm basically waiting for this mixture to get nice and warm, but not quite hot. The temperature is really important when you're making a dish like this kind of a sauce, because if it gets too hot, the butter is going to break. And what we mean by breaking is that the butter is going to separate into the milk solids. That would be the yellowish, whitish part of the butter, and the butter fat, which would be the deeper yellow and more greasy looking part of the butter. So here you can see that we have just come up to the simmer, and now I'm going to turn the heat completely off, and I'm going to begin adding butter a little bit at a time. Start with about a third of it. And I'm going to stir. And what you're going to see is that the butter is going to start to really gently melt, and that's what we want, but we don't want it to separate into watery milk solids and butter fat. And as you can see right here, the sauce is thickening, and that's what we're looking for. Now, if it gets too cool and your butter is no longer melting, you can turn on the flame for just a few seconds. There you can see the rest of the butter is melting away. And I'm going to wait for that to just about go away. Then I'm going to add another third of the butter. And again, really watch out for that heat. I'm going to turn it back off again. You can see steam. So if I see steam, I'm going to start stirring faster. And that's creating the emulsion by mixing that watery lemon juice and the fatty butter. When those have almost disappeared, I'm going to go ahead and add the rest of the butter. And my proportion here is about 2.5 ounces of butter to about a third of a good-sized lemon, and about a half teaspoon of minced or grated lemon zest. But the proportions for this are malleable. You can make it however you want it. And yeah, this is a lot of butter, but this is for 2 to 3 servings of salmon, any other kind of fish that you might want. The lemon butter sauce is really excellent on seafood. It's good to dip your grilled or poached shrimp in, and it's excellent on vegetables such as asparagus, artichokes, as you like. So the last thing we're going to do, and there is the last of my butter emulsified in. You could add a pinch of pepper if you wanted. See how I have a creamy consistency there? You can see that it coats a spoon. And the last thing I'm going to do is taste for the acid balance and the salt balance, which is pretty good as far as I can say. If you need more acid, put in a little bit more lemon juice. If it needs salt, put in a little bit more salt. If it's too salty or too vinegary, you can just put in more unsalted butter. It's not going to change the consistency, but it'll make the taste a little bit less tart. So here you can see a lemon butter emulsion sauce. This sauce has to be used pretty much right away, so it is a last minute sauce, not something that you can make ahead and reheat. So there is our lemon butter emulsion sauce, great on seafood and vegetables. I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.